Monday sir, Shibagare, Mantri ma'am, Dani sir, Kudiji, and all the members of Medhavi University. So thank you very much for inviting me today. And also I'd like to welcome my staffing colleagues. And this is the first time I'm in Pune. I've been the ISF events in Mumbai, Delhi. But the first time, I think I'll get a chance to interact with all of you, and I'm really looking forward to meet you later during the day. I will make my talk short, to the point, and try to share a couple of experiences of people that I have interacted with. Now, if you look at all of us in the staffing industry, so there is an organization called ISF. Most of us are part of it. There are about 100 companies, and together we employ about 18 lakh people at this point of time. This number is increasing, and they say the penetration of staffing in India is only 1% of the employment. The staffing industry in India is relatively new. Quess itself is about 17 years only. And look at in the developed part of the world, which is Europe or United States, about 4 to 5% of the people are employed through staffing industry. But in India, it's only less than 1%. So we have a huge way to, or a long way to go, as far as providing employment, employing people. So we can have a very large impact on people and the employment. If you look at Quess itself, we employ about 450,000 people. 90,000 people out of these 450,000 are women. Shibagare, he said that yes, the employment of women is less than 25%. So while 90,000 for us is a big number, but actually if you look at it, it's only 20%. And the women penetration really has to move up. But today's day, it's not about the staffing industry or Quess. I think the day really belongs to the young boy or girl who moves into the industry or who passes out and is ready for employment. Let's talk about that person. Now, we spoke about the demographic dividend. We spoke about Viksit Bharat in your speech. And we said that by 2047, our aim is to be Viksit Bharat, to be a developed country. We also spoke about the fact that, in fact, we spoke about, Kuldeep was talking about it in my notes I'm seeing. He was talking about India becoming the largest economy in the world. And he spoke, and if you look at a short-term number, by 2030, the aim is that India should become a 10 trillion economy. Yeah? We are right now aiming for the 5 trillion mark, but by 2030, that is the number. So if you look at all these goals, while we have the youngest population and the youngest population in the world, imagine if this workforce is not skilled enough. To reach all these goals, skilling, education, are very important factors, and we must accelerate this movement very strongly. So as I said, I will make it practical, this whole talk, and I'll talk about 2-3 examples. And the first example I'd like to give of a lady who runs a tea stall below our office in Quess in Delhi. I come from New Delhi. Now nobody likes the tea or coffee in the office. Everybody goes down to that tea shop. That lady is a migrant who runs this tea stall, and I really admire her because she came from a village in UP to Delhi, set up a tea stall, and is running her own shop. She educated her daughter, but when her daughter was ready for employment, she could have always employed her with her. But she said no. She knows everybody in Quess, she knows the organizational structure at Quess. And one day I went down because our pantry had left and I was sitting late in the office. I went down to buy a snack, and she said, "I won't take money from you because you're from Quess. I know who you are." So I said, "Then I won't take anything from you." But I got to know her better, and she employed her daughter via Quess into formal employment. She's very, very clear that when you get involved or when you get employment through a staffing company, you get PF, you get medical cover, and especially for a woman, how important maternity and medical cover is. Yeah? So she did that. So she got her daughter in the work stream. She's in the work stream for 4-5 years. She has her own savings. She has her own, she's covered for accidents and all calamities because the mother had a very difficult time during COVID, running a tea stall. So I think that's very, very fantastic. Now, what next for this young girl who's already in the workforce? That's where she can further skill herself. She can do something, she can do a course, become senior, get promoted, and a whole lot of things. Now, if I look at what is happening with this lady and her daughter, actually it's a huge, huge generational change. And that generational change, organizations like Medhavi and all of us together can bring that generational change. Trust me, when you go through the work stream, when you get skilled, the whole generation changes. And the subsequent generations are even more empowered. That's what happens. Now, but this challenge is very large. We still feel that we have just touched the surface. I think, Tanisa, you yourself said there are 50 crore people, in the sort of below 30 and in that age group. So it is a huge, huge thing. Now, when you do skilling, 3-4 things happen. We spoke about it. Retention increases, the productivity of the organization increases, and also the person is skilled better, earns more. But there is one angle that has not been mentioned because I've been making extensive notes of what all I have been hearing. One thing that has not been mentioned is what companies are looking for today. Please also understand that AI is coming in a very big way. The entry-level jobs are reducing. A lot of the work is getting done through AI. In China, there is also already there is a concept of dark factories. Where there's nobody inside and the production is happening. So about a week back, I met the CEO of a mobile company, and he wanted people from Quess to sell mobile phones. The person said, the person showed me his phone, and he told the phone, can you make a video of 1,000 people cheering for Quess? And within seconds, there was a video on the phone, and there were 1,000 people cheering the name of my company, Quess, loudly. Amazing. So he said, look, Nitin, I want people who are at the store who are not just showing the phone. There's the phone, there's the price, there's this. I want people who can give the AI experience to the person who's walking in. So if a lawyer walks in, you talk to him, what can be useful to him? If a doctor walks in, give the AI experience to the doctor. These are the kind of people I want. Can you give them to me? Now this was something new for me also. For a person who's at this point of time employing at least 40,000 people in the mobile selling industry. It's completely new thing for me. We have another manufacturer, a solar manufacturer. This solar manufacturer says that my factory is completely automated. But I want really skilled people to monitor these factories. Can you give me people who have at least done diploma? Can you give me people who have at least got 2 years of work experience to work in this factory? Because there's hardly any manual work, but there's a lot of thinking work, a lot of monitoring work. Can you provide that kind of people? So, because and AI is compounding, it's like whatever AI you have today, it compounds very fast. It grows faster than anything else, knowledge. So I think it's a very important because of what is happening in this technology, and we don't want our people, to get left out because they are not skilled. Yeah, then employment for them or employing for them can actually become a challenge. That's where skilling is also so important, and we need to do more and more of it. So I would like to basically just say one thing that I think the real heroes, for Quess, we have a brand ambassador. Our brand is ambassador is Bumrah. But actually no, the real heroes and the real role models actually should be these young boys and girls who have actually changed or have brought around a generational change in their families, in their circle, and I was really hoping when I was seeing the videos, I was hoping that can I meet one or two people, but next time probably you said the next event will be in Sikkim. So probably when we come there, hopefully we can meet some of these real heroes, and we should really circulate the stories of these real heroes. Who have changed everything. And we have a lot of people, who have, and I was telling the story earlier, who have done a Learn Now program, worked in an automobile manufacturer for 3 years, got graduated. Now there are 60 of them who have moved to Slovakia. Yeah? And there are many such examples, and we need to, circulate the stories of these real heroes so that people, will identify, hey, I can also be like this person. I can also do this for my family. Yeah? And I can also build my successful life. So basically, we have to build the future one step at a time. We have to build the future of the country one associate at a time, one student at a time. And I think that's where we have chosen Medhavi as one of our partners to actually build this vision, because this is what's going to happen in the industry. And the last thing that I want to say is, I learned some good things. Mr. Tudani, you said think vocation and education. And I think that's what we should also do. We give the jobs and we provide the jobs. We are in touch with the employers, and we must link education. And the second thing that I noted down while I was listening was, and that is also a very important thing. You can be, and I was just sharing the examples that many times I see students, they have done a full degree, but when they come to the interview, they're not able to speak at the interview. When they're given a task, they have read the theory, but they're actually not able to perform the task. Because performing the task and reading in the book how to do it are two totally different things. Yeah. So, when you do some work on ground, yeah, when you do some work on ground, it is very valuable. Actually, you are doing an education. That is also an education, and that's what Mr. Zulmani said, that every experience and every work that you do on ground in a company, in an organization, can be creditized. And that is what we should work with organizations like Medhavi with, on those kind of things. So with that, I end my speech. Thank you very much. I look forward to interacting with each one of you later during the day. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. May we request